What's up, y'all? This OG Weasel Urban Conversion, and back again with another one. Just now tuning in to my channel, did 20 years on the 30-year federal prison sentence, and I'm back. I'm back now. I'm telling y'all about my journey along the way. And today, y'all just now tuning in, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm talking about 20 years of non-stop hustle, bustle, and trying to be free. Doing all of that, right? I got people hitting me up in the comments talking about they family in certain jails and stuff like that, and I sympathize with them. I sympathize with them. Today I'm talking about the worst federal prison physically that I was up against, because they was playing for keeps, and that's USP Hazelton in West Virginia. One of the worst federal prisons. And when I say the worst federal prisons, it's because of the fact that, put my mic on so y'all can hear me. One of the worst federal prisons that I ever encountered. Getting there, not even realizing that we was on a full bus, right? We was on a full bus. And when we got on the top of the mountain and we got off the bus, and it was only like a handful of us. That's how dangerous this prison was. People wasn't taking chances with their life. Whether they snitched on somebody, had enemies, too far from home. A lot of people got a lot of different perspectives on what jails they want to be in and what jails they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people have to understand that when you're doing certain things like that, right? When you're doing certain things like that, right, you have to always be mindful what chances, what risks you up against when you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be, so people have different mindset, different perspective on certain things, right? So when they're doing it like that, you have to be what's up, homie? So you have to be mindful of what they doing, what they talking about. And when they doing that, right, it's a lot of things it's a lot of things people take for granted. So trying to stay alive, right, is serious thing. Mind you. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. So when you're in that situation and hearing about it, knowing about it, what you trying to get, homie? What you trying to get? Nah, man, you don't know what you want. You don't want what you know. Let me get a pack of BLK cherries, homie. You don't know what you want, man. I ain't going shopping for you.
Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
He didn't pay for nothing, okay? Just something you get to paid and he paid for something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, I thought he needed something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So being in USP Hazelton, right? Was the most traumatizing situation I ever been in throughout my 20 years of being in federal prison. When I got there, I got a few pioneers that had been there years before me, and OGs that had been in that situation they whole entire sentence, and they had 20s and 30s and life sentences and stuff like that, right? So Man, when I never forget one time when I got there, it was on high alert because right before I got there, they killed a white dude. So when they killed the white dude, um, when they killed the white dude, um, that's widespread. When somebody die in federal prison, it ain't just if it's it's geographically designed for chaos. So everybody segregated, everybody by themselves. So not by themselves, everybody separated. So with that being said, when they killed the white boy on some gang banging, him using the N word or something like that, it was something of that nature. Him using the N word, and it ended result of him losing his life. Being he was with a gang, and I think the gang was like, nah, he couldn't use that word. So ultimately, he ended up losing his life behind that situation. And then I come to this jail. So now that I get to this jail, it's like, damn, they just killed a white boy. Um, then we have this big meeting. DC, this their yard. USP Hazelton, this is their spot. They deep, well respected. I knew a few comrades from being in the system a long while as well. Some good dudes, some good men. Despite the stigma that they got on them, they the most feared group of people in the federal system, hands down. They the most feared. You, and if they ain't, and then ain't nobody scared of them, but you best believe you better be ready to push the line when you come fucking with them, or if they come fucking with you, they ready to push the line. They rob their own homeboys. They take from their own homeboys. They fuck around, rape their own homeboys. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So they got a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? A bad stigma, but it's a lot of good men that come from that area. They just got a bad rap, man. And I was blessed to know some of the great, good guys that's stand and have morals and values despite the amount of time that they had. They didn't play the homosexual games that DC known for. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was them old niggas out of Lawton doing that shit and being accustomed to that shit, being um, strung up in Lawton for so many years. So we go to the gym, have a meeting, man, with some of the top dudes out of DC, DMV area, really DC area, and some of my comrades, my OG homies that was in that that level 5 system for so long. The word was that no matter what car you in, and we got Cali car, we got the Cali car up here, um, the Cali Crips, we got DC, we got New York, we got Jersey deep up here. So and it was all about the skin color, no matter what language you speak, because the white boys wanted body for a body. You know what I'm saying? Now this hit might have came from um, ADX Supermax. I'm not saying it did, but it can come from ADX Supermax. Go down to the level 5s, go down to the mediums and to the lows, and you can even get killed. Period. If the order come up down and they tied to a certain entity, man, the order will be put down flat out. So ain't nobody safe. So the word was out that they wanted a black body for the white body. They want a black body for the white body. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it went. So we was all told to walk in threes or fours as a group, no matter if you see somebody in the hallway going the same way, y'all always be on the swivel and on the lookout. Cause you don't know where this hit gonna come from. And it ain't just on me per se, they want a black body. You know what I'm saying? So we was trying to keep our community, our people safe behind this situation, man. It was, and they don't care if you had anything to do with it. They want blood for blood. and this in USP Hazelton. So imagine the everyday torment of having to be on the swivel, because even though they'll kill you anyway if you have an altercation or anything like that, but this was another entity. They want a body for a body. So if you sitting in the library doing some legal work, trying to do your work, two white boys come in and start putting work on you out the blue, it's gonna be shocking. So it ain't gonna be nothing nobody can do if you solo or you ain't with nobody that's gonna help you defend off these dudes, even though you got a knife too. But if they send two or three just to get the job done, they want it done. You know what I'm saying? And this was the mindset in USP Hazelton. Stay tuned, more epic story. And for the people that's in the comments, they got families and partners that's in USP Hazelton. Man, take their calls, man. Take their calls, man. Comfort them as much as you can, man, because it's a daily struggle being in there. Ain't no visits. Ain't no visits. I bet you he ain't had no visits. I'm promise, because they on lockdown so much. And it's so high intensity. You ain't gonna have your family fly or drive no millions of miles away to no West Virginia, and you can't get in to visit. So, man, it's a lot of things to be prepare yourself for when you in these level fives, man, because the war bigger than you. So you always have to be mindful. Yeah, it's a different thing when you uh, elevating your mental and your physical and all of that and trying to be a better person when you come home. But these are the things that you have to deal with days and days before you even release being in these level fives. So the mentality will be different. Your mentality will be different, guaranteed. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. So that's where PTSD come in. High anxiety, trauma, shell shock, not wanting people to be too close in your space. I'm talking about even your family members or anybody, so it's always the blessing. Sometimes people think the blessing is going in. Sometimes people think the blessing is coming out. But one thing about it, and this is the truth, you'll never be the same once you go in and see and witness the situation that I witnessed at that level that I witnessed it at. And I'm here to tell y'all the story. This OG Weasel Urban Conversion link is in the bio for Chasing Me book series. Man, y'all tap in, man. Y'all tap in, man. Uh, to the bro that's got the family member in USP Hazelton, man, shout out to him, homie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Tell him to keep his head up high, stay out the loop, man, and keep his head down and slide up out of there, man, and try to get down to a medium or lower facility, man, because they playing for keeps in USP Hazelton, non-stop. Ain't no cool days, ain't no laying days. Everybody up on their feet at 5 in the morning, looking to do some destruction, get drunk, and the guards ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna do nothing, now I promise you. This OG Weasel, and I'm telling you my truth. Hit that like and subscribe for me, and I'll be right back.